And we're going to find our own place from an IndyCar star to a NASCAR Cup Series star, the rookie sensation Connor Zilisch joining us here on the Peacock Pit Box. So, how was your first 2-hour GTP stint?
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm so grateful to even be doing this. 10 years ago when I came to this race as a fan and just got to enjoy it, and meet some of my favorite drivers as a kid, and then to come back here and be racing for an overall win. Just my third year doing this race. It's really cool. So I'm grateful for Wheelin', Cadillac, everybody who's letting me doing this. It's a lot of fun. It surely is challenging. When I'm lining up on a restart and they say I've got Scott Dixon and all these guys lined up behind me, I'm like, oh boy, how's this going to go? But, I did my best to hold my own. I was on a little older tires that last run and got bit, but excited to get back out there later tonight.
So you've driven everything. We showed a graphic earlier that you've been in from late models to ARCA to Xfinity. I mean, you've driven it all. First stint I know you've been here a couple times, but first stint in the premier class. What is it like not having to look out the mirror? Or, you're only kind of looking one direction, I would hope, unless it's a class car behind you.
Yeah, more horsepower is always good. It's fun being the fast car and, not having to look in the mirror really ever, unless there's another guy behind you in your class. But it's really cool to, be able to go over 200 miles an hour for the first time. I get to tell some of my friends that and just so many cool things that I get to experience with this team and, so many talented teammates with Fred, Earl, and Jack. It's been a lot of fun getting to learn from them and just grow as a driver and a person and, also have a little bit of fun.
Since you brought it up, let's walk through that restart where you hip check Scott Dixon off the track. I mean, were you aware it was the 6-time IndyCar champ right beside you?
Yeah, I knew. I didn't know. Did we hit?
Maybe a little bit.
No, he's good.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, he got loose.
I see a tail wiggle.
Yeah, come on. Don't tell me I did that.
Hey, that's what they were saying in the booth. I didn't see it.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think I hit anybody. If I did,
awesome.
It wasn't much, but
it's cool to race with guys like that.
Yeah, it's so cool to race against guys that I look up to as race car drivers, and just it's always so cool coming here and whether it was in the LMP2 car and I was racing against Pato O'Ward and so many good guys, and now to be here and race against so many factory drivers at the highest level of sports car racing, it only is going to make me better. So I'm having fun. I'm learning. I get one more go at it later tonight, but I'm going to hopefully go get some rest.
Townsend, go ahead, man. I think you have a question.
All up here in the booth, bud. Good to see you out there. It's nice to see you at Anaheim for the Supercross race, too. Question for you, though. In the cockpit, take us inside. How much more complicated are these cars than what you're used to on the stock car side in terms of settings? And what kind of information is the team giving you for adjustments lap to lap, corner to corner?
Yeah, it's a lot, right? In my Cup car, I have one button on the wheel, and it's the radio button. And I come here, and the whole wheel is lit up. There's code words for everything. It's crazy confusing, but, I spent so much time in the simulator at GM, and their simulator is reflective of everything in the car. So that helped a lot and, got me up to speed with everything that I need to know. And, you're always getting told new commands and things, not only to help the car, but, energy saving, whatever it might be. There's a lot that, they're telling you throughout the race. So it's cool to be able to learn that. I've never had that in a car before. It's my first time driving a hybrid. So that system is unique in its own, but it's really cool to be able to learn that and just kind of test myself and challenge myself to learn new things and go out and figure it out.
Connor, Calvin Fish in the booth as well. Quickie for you. Tell me about the adjustment between you've driven a prototype here. You've won here before an LMP2, but talk about the adjustment, like not overdriving one of these GTP cars is a real key to lap time. How much of an adjustment was that for you?
Yeah, in the prototype, when I first showed up here to race the GTP, I expected them to be very similar, and they are not at all. I was trying to carry momentum through the middle of the corner, and with these cars and the horsepower they have, and honestly, they don't have a ton of mechanical grip compared to the P2 cars. So it's definitely, you got to point and shoot a little more. You got to slow it down in the center of the corner, get it really straight to use the power that it has off the corner. So that was certainly something I had to figure out as, the race went on and as practice went on last week. It's, I struggled at first in this car. I was off pace and I definitely had to change my driving style to suit the GTP car and what this Cadillac has.
Hey, Connor, it's Diff here. Great to see you out there, mate. I'm going to ask a question for all the fans at home. Because it was bubbling on social media a while ago. Is the thought of you, because you're so young and so talented, and a young American, is the thought of you going to Cadillac F1 one day realistic?
Hey, I that's something I dreamed of as a kid, and it's certainly, if I have a very successful first few years in NASCAR, it's not something I wouldn't say no to. So, I love F1 racing, but honestly, I love what I'm doing in NASCAR as well. It's so much fun to get to race on the biggest stage in America. I'm coming back here to do the Daytona 500 in 3 weeks for the first time, so I'm certainly excited and so in just infused in everything I'm doing in the NASCAR world. And that's certainly got my attention at this time with 38 weekends. So you never know. One day, if that opportunity comes about and I feel like I've done everything I need to do and this side of the pond, I would definitely think about it.
When you win 10 races in a season, it's kind of hard not to like what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. It's fun. Winning is fun.
Easy,
no matter where you are. I love winning. So yeah, it's NASCAR it's so different, but it is truly awesome.
I'm only going to bring this up because you're the only driver in the field who has this picture. Here's your prom photo where you're wearing your Rolex that you got from winning.
Yeah,
Rolex
that was
24.
good. You can't see the watch in that, but I promise I was wearing it at prom. That was
You showed it to me. I was at Harrison's wedding. And you were like, look what I got.
Yeah.
So I've seen it. I've seen it.
Well, you were wearing a Daytona too, right?
I was for the big race that you get in 3 weeks. So are you ready? We've talked a lot about it here, but just give me a little glimpse. I know you were amazing on Saturdays. Sundays are like shark-infested waters. You ready for your Cup series?
I don't think you're ever ready, truly, but I'm as ready as I can be. I've got a great team around me with Trackhouse. I got Red Bull as a sponsor. There's not many better sponsors, so especially when I wake up at 2 a.m. and they tell me to get in a race car, I'm certainly going to be popping back a Red Bull and getting a little energy in me. But Sundays are a whole different ball game. It's kill or be killed, and those guys are they're not going to show me any mercy. So I'm excited for it. I get to race against a lot of world-class talents in the Cup Series and get to race every weekend. So that's going to be really cool for me. I'm living out my dream as a teenager and I couldn't ask for much more.
Yes, no question. Bright future ahead for Connor Zilisch and everyone at Trackhouse Racing. Good to hang out with him here on the
I can't wait to see him full-time in the Cup Series this year. It's really exciting. And what a very diverse team with Ross Chastain, young Connor, Shane Van Gisbergen, who really showed towards the end of last year how he has really adapted to the ovals. So we're riding aboard the 31 Cadillac Racing Wheel and Action Express machine with Fred Vesti trying to weave his way through traffic. And one of those items of traffic is Rafael Marciello in the BMW M Hybrid for Team WRT. Marciello is 6th, Vesti is 7th. Up on the high banks, listen to the Cadillac roar. I love the fact that Connor just said, I can tell my friends I've done 200 miles an hour.
There's a whole lot more of that in his future. What a remarkable young man. I always enjoy a conversation with him. You just feel the enthusiasm and the joy of living the dream at 19. Just incredibly impressive, so mature and so much under control behind the wheel.